Last Word versus Hawkmoon. Man, if Last Word and Thorn was hard, this just takes it to a whole nother level, man. Last Word and a Hawkmoon. Now, both of these weapons, they're just too damn good. They're too powerful here in Destiny. I love them, though. They are my two favorite weapons in Destiny, and they're both hand cannons, and they're both exotic. So, when going into PvP matches, I usually load myself out with these weapons. I play with Hawkmoon a bunch when I'm on my brother's character, and I always load myself out with that, and I most times load myself out when I'm on my character with Last Word. Now, these weapons are really good, but which is the better weapon? Well, that's what we're going to kind of figure out here today, guys. We're going to take a look at some gameplay, talk about some of the perks and some of the things about it that makes these weapons so damn good. So let's take a look at Last Word hand cannon here in Destiny. Of course, it is an exotic hand cannon. What are the things that really stand out about this weapon? Well, I love the fact that it's fast rate of fire and that hip fire, and I love the reload time. This weapon is all about that. It is meant for killing, reload, and keep killing, man. This weapon is made just for that purpose. This is a PvP weapon right here, whereas, you know, Hawkmoon can kind of go between PvE and PvP. This weapon is just purely designed for PvP. I'm not saying you can't use it in PvE. I'm just saying that it's not exactly the best thing to be using in PvE. This weapon is just made to be taking down Guardians. I love the Western style of it. I love how he throws that hammer back. I love everything about this weapon, but some things I really want to take note of about this weapon is, of course, that Last Word perk. That's really what makes this weapon. I see so many people get this gun and they actually will use it just for a little while, won't upgrade it, and then they just drop it. And then they tell me, man, the Last Word, I really wasn't that impressed by it. And I'm like, no. You need to actually upgrade it at least to the Last Word perk to get that bonus damage stability, because that is it. The extra precision damage when firing from the hip is also huge there. So guys, what I actually like to do in any match, I actually will notice that even if I'm aiming down the sights, especially if you start shooting before you start actually going into your aim, it actually takes into effect that extra precision damage. So you're actually going to be hitting harder. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's a glitch. That's something that that Bungie has to address. That's actually not supposed to be doing that extra precision damage since it's actually not from the hip. But so far, I haven't seen it fix in the 9 months that I've been playing this game, right? So I mean, I honestly don't think I think that might just be a hidden bug. I don't think they're going to fix that. So you're going to get that extra precision damage. What I really love about Last Word is its ability to take down people in such close proximity. It can gun people down as, you know, primarily shotgun users that are charging you. That's what I love so much about it. So I recently started to use Hawkmoon on my brother's character, and let me tell you, it don't take long to fall in love with this weapon. I mean, I thought nothing could turn me away from Last Word, but Hawkmoon definitely has been doing a damn good job of that. Hawkmoon is such a powerful weapon. The impact on it is just so powerful. Look at that 126 headshot. The thing that even makes it even more powerful, if it's not already as powerful with that 81 impact, is they actually even throw some more things with it. You give it, you know, luck in the chamber. One random bullet does 33% more damage. You also got hold and ace. That's 2 more random bullets in your magazine, deals considerable bonus damage. Guys, this thing is made to just get those 2-shot kills, man. There's so many times I've gotten 2-shot kills, so many times that I've just seen them with just a little bit of health that's been kicked off, and I've been able to land that 1-shot kill. Guys, I usually load mine on aggressive ballistics as well, which even gives you that plus 10% damage. So fellas, this weapon right here is so powerful, man. Hawkmoon is just so powerful. Not only that, yes, you lose a little bit in rate of fire from 32 to 22 from Last Word, but there's so many good things about this weapon. It's just primarily that it is so universal. I've gone into PvE and used it, and it has done really well for me in PvE, but most of all PvP. That's why we're here today. The magazine size is huge. The impact is great. Rate of fire, you know, some people complain that it's low. I really don't find. I think it's actually perfect for the impact that it is. It gives me time to actually sit there and take aim, and that's the beauty of this weapon. Alright guys, so you just got a summary of these weapons. You got to see exactly how these weapons are working. So let's just go ahead and list out the pros and cons of both of these. Last word, the thing that of course that stands out about the last word is that fast rate of fire, that reload time, the fast rate of fire, the hip fire approach. Last word is designed for what, guys? It's designed for close encounters, designed for those guys with shotguns and fusion rifles that's trying to charge you down, man. It is designed for blowing people's damn head off right there up close and personal. That last word is like, it's the gun that I like to call the white eye gun, man. You use it when you can see the white in their eyes, and that's what I love about the last word. Now, what is the very bad about it? Oh, it's got a horrible range, man. It's just, I mean, primarily used in PvP. You could use last word in PvE, but, you know, most PvE situations, you want to keep your distance from ads. And so, you know, last word is just designed for PvP. And with that being said, that means that most of our matches or maps are actually close range. They're fairly close range. There's a few long range maps, but most of them, most of our matches are always going to be close to mid range. And so last word doesn't really lose too much in that area. But the thing about Hawkmoon, that's what I love about it. Hawkmoon is just so universal, man. It's impact, it's magazine side. It's a great weapon overall. That's what I love so much about it. Now, the thing about Hawkmoon, the thing that's really good about it, of course, is that holding aces and that luck in the chamber. Hawkmoon is one of those weapons that I love it when enemies are actually trying to run from me, or when enemies are trying to just scoot away from me, man. I can still catch them with that. You know, last word, of course, you got to be close. It doesn't have that range, and you know, it's something really nice to get used to when playing with Hawkmoon, because you're like, wow, I really appreciate the impact here. I really appreciate the range here. And with that being said, guys, when you're playing matches like Control in situations like that, it's really nice when you come into a group of enemies and they're all kind of like half health or about 60-70% of their health, and all you have to do is just pop them each, and I promise you, you're going to get kills, and most likely going to get doubles or triple kills. It's really easy to get that, especially with the magazine size that Hawkmoon is. 13 bullets, that's huge, guys. And that's the main thing I don't like about last word. Last word, you are going to have to be constantly reloading. You know, it does have great reload time, but it has great reload time for a reason, because you are going to have to be reloading just about after every kill. There is times that you can squeeze off 2 kills, but you just don't want to take that chance just in case you do miss. Well, guys, when it really comes down to it, and I have to decide which one of these weapons is the better weapon, man, I hate having to decide between these two, because I have such a deep love for last word. I've always used last word. I consistently use last word, but playing with Hawkmoon here recently, there's a reason why Hawkmoon is as rare as it is. There's a reason why people covet it so much. Hawkmoon is such a good weapon, and honestly, I find myself loading myself out in situations with Hawkmoon. Now, it all depends on the map, the situation, the players you play. As you've seen the 5 tips I've put out for how to get better in Crucible, it all depends on what's going on around you, who you're playing, and what weapons you got lined up with. But for the most part, Hawkmoon is just such a universally good weapon to load yourself out with in PvP and in PvE. But the thing I love about Hawkmoon, man, is just like I said, those multi-kills are so easy to get with this weapon, because it's so powerful, man. It's so powerful that the chances of you getting that luck in the chamber and that holding aces is so possible. And the thing about it is it's so easy to get multi-kills when you have that many bullets to spare, when you got a 13 bullet clip. That's what I love about it. Now, not saying last word is not just as good as Hawkmoon. I'm just saying that I find myself leaning more and more toward Hawkmoon the more I play with it. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. If you did, slap that like button for me, man. It really helps me a lot. And if you're new to Ahrix Gaming, well guys, go ahead and subscribe. I put out a lot of stuff. I constantly put out different weapon reviews and comparisons. And I do a bunch of other random games, but I know most of you are probably here for just Destiny. Alright guys, thanks for coming and watching. Catch y'all later.